$30 to cover my phone cost. Subscription, yeah. So this is where we have our Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple Music, and several other subscriptions.
Honestly, look in my eyes. Don't let it fall.
Hi guys, welcome to Budgeting 101. The first step you take in managing your money is having a budget. Without a budget, hey, how much are you spending? How much are you saving? How much are you making? You won't even know. So today, I'll be exposing myself. You will know how much I make and how I spend my money. No stone will be left unturned. Everything will be said the way it is. And I feel a little bit shy that you're about to see how I spend my money on a month-to-month basis. So before we start, there are three things I want to say. First, budget is not fixed. You can always adjust it based on your spending for the month. Secondly, it took me a great effort to put this budget together, not just for my personal use, but so that it will be easy for you to use and access. And for all this effort, I am asking that you like this video. Also, the budget will be available for free for subscribers. So if you are not yet a subscriber, just subscribe to my channel now. Hit this subscribe button you are seeing down below and be a subscriber so that you can go to the description box of this video to download it for free. And finally, at the end of this video, I will give you a tip that will turn you from a beginner in Excel to an expert. A lot of people try to track their money on paper, but you keep canceling and writing again. That involves a lot of work. Excel make your life way easier than you can even imagine. Excel is not as difficult as people make it look. At the end of this video, I will show you one tip, just only one button you will press in Excel that will turn you from a beginner, from someone that don't know Excel, to an expert. Just one button and you become an expert in Excel. Just one click and you are now a pro. So if I'm in your position, I will watch this video to the end. Now is the time for me to expose myself. I will explain my own budget and walk you through it for you to use this budget tracker. At the front page of the Excel, my 2021 budget, the income I'm expecting throughout the whole year, the expenses, savings, and the net income. So there's a monthly summary. There's also an annual summary, which I call the annual report. More fascinating is even the donut chart that I have, because I know that people like visualizing things. When they see a picture, they're more likely to connect with it than just numbers. So I decided to make it in pictorial form for you to see the total income I'm making, which is about $75,000. I expect to make for this year as part of my income. I have other sources of income, but those ones will be channeled towards my business. So there'll be business expenditure, business spending. I don't want to mix the two of them together. So this is my personal budget, not my business budget. So for my personal spending, I'm expecting $75,000. The total expenditure you will see is about $35,000. And I'm big on savings and investment. I'm a fan that you should spend 10% of what you earn. And if you're not spending less than 10% of what you earn, it means you should increase what you earn. The net income is simply the total income I get minus the total expenditure and savings. So that gives me a net income. This is like the surplus or the bonus you get. So let's walk through it. At the top of the budget, you see the 12 months we have in a year, from January to December. And here you have the total of what I spend throughout the whole year. My salary is about $50,000. This is an average salary in the UK. Even though I'm paid in pounds, I choose to convert it to dollars so that it will be easier for more people all over the world to access it and understand it, because a dollar is the most common currency. Here we have the salary. This is the salary you get from your job, anywhere you get your money from. And for people that don't have a steady salary, what amount should you put here? It's simple. If you're a freelancer or you're an entrepreneur or a contract worker and your salary is not fixed for a month, you're almost like asking, what will I put for January, since my salary is fluctuating and pendulating? What you need to do is calculate the total amount you earned last year, 2019, and divide it by 12. Let's take an example that you're an entrepreneur and for last year you earned over $600,000. So if I divide it by 12, this is giving me $50,000 for a month. I'll come to this income flow or the income statement and I will put my salary as $50,000. If your salary is not fixed, divide what you earned throughout last year 2020 by 12, since we have 12 months in a year, and put the value here as your salary for 1 month. In my own case, the salary is fixed, but for some people the salary may go up or down, and please feel free to change it. If my salary go up now to $5,000, feel free to type $5,000 in your new payment. It's adjustable as your salary increase or decrease. Hopefully it should increase because you and I need more money, so we're hoping for more and more increase. So now that we are done with our fixed salary, I'm a fan that we should have other streams of income. Hey, we are in 2021. There's no need of relying on just one income stream. An average millionaire have about 5 to 6 income streams. So what's stopping you from having an extra source of income? I know you work in a company. I know you work in a bank. But in our modern world, there are several things you can do beside your main job to have a passive income stream. You can start a YouTube channel. You can also choose to teach some courses on Skillshare or Udemy. Even the experience that you have in your work, you can apply it to a different area in order to make an extra source of income. You can become a video editor at night, whereas in the day, you work in the financial services or whatever. What I'm saying in summary is it's good to have an extra source of income. So from a passive income stream, I get roughly $2,000. Although it's not fixed for a month, it goes up and down. No, the average for a month is $2,000. And I told you that you can always change these values as you want over the month. They are not fixed. Miscellaneous. Some people have multiple sources of income. Instead of doing a cumulative of your passive income as $2,000, you can choose to list them out. Passive income stream 1, you write it. Passive income stream 2, passive income stream 3, as much as you want. So this space that's left here is for you to fill in your other income stream that you have. If your own is more than 2, wow, you are rocking, guy. That's the way forward. Feel free to add more to it and adjust it to your taste. So once you put in the values, it will automatically give you a total. Of course, this is Excel. Everything's automated. So yeah, so it will increase your value here. So for a month, I expect about $6,000 in a month. Hey, before you say that the money is big, wait to see my expenditure. My expenses, of course, it's always good to prioritize your fixed expenditures like accommodation, food, electricity, utilities, subscription, and several other things that are basic to live in a modern world. Some pay rent and some pay mortgage. So depending on the one that you choose to pay, I pay rent of about $1,500 per month. And this one is fixed, of course, is for a year is fixed. So it made the calculation easier for us. Now, the food and grocery, I estimate it to be $300, but in a month it can be a little bit higher or lower. As it change, maybe it's, let's say, $250. Feel free to adjust it for each month. And once you adjust it, the total will change automatically. Now, transportation. This is 2021 and government restrictions, stay at home. So for most times, I stay at home, except when I go for my evening walk. If I'm using transportation, I use the public transport, train, and few times I use Uber. Try my best as much as possible to maintain this transportation cost of $50 per month. And this is mostly for train. But yours can be more. If you have a car and buy gas for it every month, the cost, of course, will be much more higher than this. So feel free to adjust it to your taste, but don't waste money. I'm not a fan of wasting money. So the insurance, a lot of people are surprised that my insurance is $15. Yeah, I told you that I have a 9 to 5 job. So because of that, it covers my insurance, my health insurance, and emergency insurance, and several insurance like that. So I have a full package insurance at work. So this is just for my insurance, and this is just for my rent. It's just a home insurance. That's why it's as low as this. For people that have health insurance dental insurance, car insurance. Feel free to adjust it to your taste. But for me, I've told you that most of my insurance is covered by my work. Now, gas, use electricity for cooking. So for gas, none, $0. I don't spend on gas. 2021, I want to save money. I want to make money. I want to be a millionaire. So I cannot just afford to be spending money anyhow I like. I have to follow this budget. Water. For water in the UK, you are likely to spend an average of £1 per day, like £30. If you convert to dollars, that's roughly $42. So that's why I have $42 here. Electricity, I think I spend on electricity. This is high, I know, because the cooking, the water, the heaters, all of them are always on 24/7. So the washing machine, a lot of appliances I have, that's why the electricity cost is high. My phone bill is $30. I don't spend a lot on phone because I maximize all these subscriptions I have, that you just buy one plan and you can call heaven and earth. I maximize those subscriptions and I don't even finish it. I have unlimited UK calls, unlimited European calls, unlimited this, unlimited that, and I don't even go 1/10 of it. But still, I spend about $30 to cover my phone cost. Subscription, yeah. So this is where we have our Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple Music, and several other subscriptions. And again, it's more on the high side because I'm a YouTuber. I have other subscriptions like TubeBuddy and several other subscriptions that I have as a YouTuber that made my monthly subscription to be on the high side. Internet, $60. Hey, don't criticize me for having a $60 internet payment monthly. I use hyperoptic 1 gig Wi-Fi fiber. So, and it's the highest in the country. It does not come cheap. Someone like me, I don't like being slow when I'm working. I try my best as much as possible to make sure that the internet is fast. Before I click, it's already open. So, and because it's the highest internet connectivity in the country, we pay high for it. So that's why my internet payment is high. Clothes. Yeah, what I spend my clothes month to month is the average. You know, I'm a big fan of donating money. This donation has a lot of components to it, but generally I'm a big fan of donating money. I can't actually wait to be a billionaire and donate about 90% of my income to help people and several other things that will make life better for the average man on the street. Donations also include like church donation, family donation. Trust me, there are several components in this donation. I can tell you that it's even more than $400, but I try to keep it on the low now so that I will use the dividend from my investment to fund the donation. But for now, from my personal account, I target about $400 for donation. Tax. If you live in the UK and you pay council tax here, tax there, tax here, tax there. Hope that using this money as a promise. Yeah, this includes my council tax and other tax that I pay living in the UK. Now, loan repayment. I know a lot of people have loan to pay back. It could be their student loan, their car loan, house loan, whatever kind of loan, or even their phone loan. It's good for you to be paying your loan on a steady basis. You don't have to pay everything at once. Just put a fixed amount of money that you can afford and pay it monthly. If you pay it monthly, you recover sooner than expected. Your loan will become zero. I have zero loan, even though I went to Imperial College because I went on scholarship. My studies in Nigeria, in UK, has been on scholarship. As a result of that, I have $0 loan. I don't have any loan to pay back. But I know that a lot of people are having loan hanging on the neck. I send good words of comfort to you. The way out for loan is to pay it steadily. Just pick a fixed amount you will pay and keep paying it on a monthly basis. Sooner than expected, they will vanish. Socialization. I plan to spend about $50 socialization. This normal hanging out, McDonald's kind of thing. But due to the current restriction, we can only make order. And Uber Eats is eating my money. I will look for how to stop that. So as a result of that, any other socialization activity that I have, so I try to budget $50 for socialization. I plan to adjust it on a month-by-month basis. So I've told you earlier, you are free to adjust this value on a month-by-month basis. I will advise that you start with a projected budget. I project to spend $50 on socialization. At the end of the month, I may only have to spend about $30. So I'll come here and type $30. It's as simple as that. Feel free to adjust these values to your taste. First of all, for a budget, try and type your projected budget, what you expect to spend on a month-by-month basis. But at the end of the month, come back to your budget. What have you spent? And feel free to correct it to your taste. Some people that have other expenditure that I've not considered in my budget, feel free to type your own. For example, car insurance. Put in the value and you are good to go. So once you are doing it, it automatically give you a total. On the average, I spend about $3,000. I make about $6,000 and I spend about $3,000. So I'm spending about 50% of my income for the month. I am looking forward to the point where I'll be spending like 10% of my income. So the only way I can do that is not necessarily by decreasing my cost, because my cost is actually, I would say, is average or is on the low side. I look forward to increasing my income. So should you too. Sometimes it's not just about cutting costs, it's about increasing your income. When you do your own and you discover that what you spend in a month is very high, please, I advise you, look for where you will cost. It could be socialization, wipe it out, make it zero. We are on lockdown, socialize online, and you're not spending money for that. So now that I know what I get in a month, I know what I spend in a month. So you see that I have about $3,300 left for 1 month. So it's now time for me to decide, what will I do with this money that is left? This is where people make mistake. Now when they have extra for the month, they're like, oh, I have extra for the month now, which means I need to increase what I spend. No, that leads us to the next point, which is savings and investment. So for me, I throw the leftover into my savings and investment. So how much do I save in a month? The rule for saving is you are supposed to have an emergency fund, which would be like 3 to 6 times of your monthly expenditure. For me to have a monthly expenditure of about $3,000, my savings ideally supposed to be 3 times $3,000, which is $9,000. For me, I'm not a fan of putting the whole money at once. I love putting a certain amount saved for the month. Choose to put about $500 into my savings and use the remaining one for investment. So you can see I have a steady saving account of $500 every month. So this is what I use for emergency fund. Some people also have savings to buy their car, to buy their first house, and several other things like that. And now you can see I save this and I put much more into my brokerage account. I'm a fan of investing because once you invest your money, you are more likely to have a higher return than when you save your money. In fact, some people even advise that you should use your investment account as still your savings account so that your investment will be a lot higher. But we know that stocks can go up or down. So to avoid the risk, if I need the money urgently and the stocks has gone down, I don't be panicking. So I put a lot higher into my investment and brokerage account. I'll be showing you more about my investment portfolio, how I invest my money, and much more about investment later on throughout the year. But for now, I try to put a fixed amount into the investment account on a monthly basis. I'm in the UK, so what's very popular is pension. Our pension plan is similar to the 401k in the US because you pay a certain percentage of your income. For me, it's from 6 to 12%. I'm free to pick between 6 to 12% of my income, and my company will match it to the percentage that I pick. So that's why I have this 416 here. You are free to increase it to 10%, which would be like 500 as you want. So this is like your retirement plan. I don't have a Roth IRA because my investment plans are also my plans for the future too. I plan to take the money in the future. And my pension, I told you that in the UK, pension plan is similar to the 401k in the US. Here is for you. If there are other savings or investments that you have that I have not considered here, feel free to input your own and the value will adjust automatically. For a month, I'm targeting to spend about $3,000 on savings and investment. So you can see the extra that I have after subtracting the expenses from my income, I use it for investing and saving. Now, we come to this other part. This is just the monthly summary of how your money has gone up and down. So here you have your income for the month, the expenses you've made, and the savings that you've made. The net income is just what is left. Income is simply income minus expenses minus savings and investment. which means I have about $344 left at the end of each month. So what do I do with this money? Before I tell you what I do with the money, let's go to the annual report. The annual report is just the cumulative for the year. If I have about $344 left for each month, so over 1 year, it will be about $4,000. So what do I do with this $4,000? This is where you have to go back to your budget and see and start checking which areas do I need to increase my expenditure, or which area do I need to increase my investment. Like having this extra money left as miscellaneous. If anything occur within the month that I've not budgeted for, I can use this money to sort it out. But if at the end of the month I have done all the expenditure, done all the savings and investment, and I still have this money left in my hand, see me in my hand, of course, I throw it into my investment for next month so that I will boost up my investment. I'm a fan of investing, and investing. This will give us the net income of about $4,000 that I throw into my investment account to make more money for me. In summary, I decided to do a chart just for you to see what is happening to your money. You can see with your eyes in pictorial form. So this is my income. Most of my income is from my salary, and about 45% of it is from passive income. You don't need to draw this chart. It's already there in the Excel. The chart is automatic. Now, this is my savings and investment. So you can see most of my money is going into investment, my own personal investment, than even in savings and 401k or pension. So this, you can see it. I use this bar chart to monitor what is taking my money. What is actually taking my money. You can see that it's rent that's taking most of my money. I cannot wait to buy a house in London. Instead of paying rent, I'll be paying mortgage. So you can see most of my money is going to rent, about $18,000 every year being wasted on rent. I will soon turn it to a mortgage so that I know that I'm paying towards my mortgage instead of just wasting money on rent. This is a summary chart that shows me the summary of my money, my annual report. Most of the money is being thrown to investment and savings, and the rest is used for expenditure. So this brings us to the end of our summary report, our plans. You can see it looking so beautiful. It is only free for subscribers, so just subscribe to my channel and download it in the description box. At the beginning of this video, I told you I will show you a secret to turn you from a beginner in Excel to a pro. And what's the secret? In Excel, if you type a number, for example, let's say 458, for example, what pros do is not to type, is just to hold it and extend it. You see it, you extend it. Once you extend it, it will copy through. Also, if you want it below, just click on the number. You can see this plus icon change. Here, the plus icon is big, but here, it has become small, which is at the bottom of the box. So go to the bottom of the box. Once it has changed, hold it and drag. Hold and drag. You can see, as you're dragging it, it will be copying. So you see, it's as easy as that. And you can do it for multiple sessions. This 458, for example, try and highlight everything. Once you've highlighted everything, hold it and drag as much as you want. It will copy through. So this is what pros do in Excel. And how do you apply it in the chart I've shown you? So for example, for gas, if you are sure that your gas is fixed, so if you pick a number for the gas, let's say $70, you see $70 is appearing here. So if it's fixed for you, just hold it, take it to the bottom, this point, this meeting point, it will change. Once the sign change from a big plus to a small plus, hold it and drag to as much as you want. It will copy all through. So that's the way for you to play with this Excel chart. And now you are a pro in Excel. Thank you guys for watching this video. You agree with me that it's detailed, it's in-depth, and I'll be giving more about it on how you can maintain your budget and several other things about budgeting. But for now, please Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, to like this video, and please download it in the description box below. Thank you guys. See you in our next video. Bye.